Hello and welcome to the first part in my series of the Minecraft Hunger Games Survival Guide. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my tips and tricks or how to survive that I don't generally follow. Anyway, so we're going to start off with the basics. When you first start in a Hunger Games match, you'll normally have a certain amount of time before the game starts, depending on when you joined, to explore the map. Now it's really important that you look around the map straight away, because you need to find out where basically the best locations are. So that means ready-made caves, gulches, highly populated trees. Highly populated, that's probably not the best word. Dense forests, that sounds better. Okay, mushrooms for mushroom soup, that's pretty obvious. Those kind of things, high ground. That's what you want to be thinking about. So obviously when the game first starts, you're kind of panicking sometimes, you're not really sure what to do. So what you want to do is just straight away head for the trees. The most important thing you could want to do is just get trees, get wood. That's like the basic thing in Minecraft. Okay, so you've gone and you've grabbed your wood, sorted. The next thing you want to do is go to wherever your predefined location is. Now I normally go to caves, such as the one you can see in the video, and kind of if there aren't any around, I make my own, basically because they're easier to defend. It's easy. You can get iron from mining, which is excellent because you need iron to win. Basically, if you've not got an iron sword, at least by the end you're not going to win, unless you've got some incredibly amazing kit which you have to pay for, which I won't pay for because I'm a cheapskate. Okay, so once you're in your little chosen area, so let's say a mine for instance, because that's what I've chosen, not a mine, a cave, my bad. What you just saw me do there was create a maze kind of thing for people to navigate through. That's because when people enter your cave, if they come in, you don't want it to be easy for them to get to you. So let's say they've got better equipment than you want to be able to run down, hide somewhere, and you want to make it hard for them to get through. They're not going to know where they're going, they're going to be cautious, and you can ambush them and things like that. Obviously, the most important thing to remember about going in a cave is that you're going to need food, because otherwise, as you can see here in the video, you're going to start starving. And because it's the Hunger Games, you're not really going to survive from not having any food. It's not like normal mode where you like lose half your hearts or something like that. You can't play like that. You have to have food, and the easiest way of doing that is to get mushrooms, to be honest with you. If you go to a swamp area, make some mushroom soup, there's always plenty of it around. It's really not that hard to make. Other than that, you could find animals. Sometimes there's a lot of animals, sometimes there aren't any. You could make bread. Really depends on what kind of map you're on. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to focus on is setting out your kind of base area. So something I like to do sometimes is a little bit scummy, but when I make the entrance to a cave, I like to build kind of false traps, if you know what I mean. So for instance, I'll build some pressure plates, and then I'll use them, like put them down on the ground somewhere, and then it looks like I've set some traps out, so it kind of dissuades people from going to that certain area, and they'll look for a different way round, which is perfect if you're just like round the corner basically. The only downside to this is it also shows people that you're there. So if they haven't already noticed your name under the ground, then they're going to be looking for you. Of course, there are certain kits. I think there's one where you can put a stone pressure plate down on a piece of gravel, and it turns into TNT when you step on it, I believe. So a good tactic to use for that is just to make that, even if you don't have the kit, and then people will be tricked into thinking that they'll blow up. Now, one thing you've got to remember when digging straight down, as that idiot just did, is that if you're going into a cave, you're going to be kind of outmatched, especially against two opponents. Now what he did is, he was faced against two of us there, and he had a lot better stuff than we did. Look at that mushroom soup. I think he might have had an iron sword or a stone sword, something like that. We weren't really prepared for that, but because we were already sitting down in our cave, we were ready for him to come down when we saw the light, when he broke through the surface. Once we'd hit him, he had nowhere to go but down, so we lost a lot of hearts from the jump initially. So never dig straight down. That should be obvious in Minecraft, but if you see someone's name, look for a cave entrance, but if that has got traps, just make your own cave entrance, come up behind them or something like that. That's basic Minecraft, really. Shouldn't have to explain that. Another thing you want to be careful of there is to use your compass to kind of watch where people are. So obviously we didn't know he was coming. If we'd have used our compass, it shows you the nearest person. We could have used that. Now the next thing you want to know is to learn your kit, pretty much. As you can see there, I can't remember what kit I was playing as, but I had this redstone torch, which would teleport me when I used it. So I saw this guy coming at me with an iron sword, and I didn't have any defense against him. So what I decided to do was to teleport to the top of this little bridge so I could get the drop on him. Foolishly, I kind of just fell off, being an idiot, which obviously meant I died. So you've got to be careful. You've got to learn your kit, learn how to use it properly. That's really important. That's one of the most important things. Always go on there, the website, I'll provide a link below. Look at the kits. The free kits tend to change, so you want to look up the kits, decide which one's going to be the most appropriate for the map you're playing on, and then learn how to use it properly. There are tutorial videos that people have made for all the kits, pretty much. I think I might make some of my own later on in this series. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So thank you for watching this short video, guys. I'll see you next time.